In this video, I want to talk about the most important things to know before going on a diet. In clinic, I see people all the time who are miserable because of dieting. Yet millions of people go on diets every single day. So today, in this video, I want to talk about the 5 most important things you should know about yourself before you start trying to lose weight. Number 1, why do you want to lose weight? It sounds like a cliche, but is it because you don't look like a model? Is it because somebody is pressurizing you to lose weight? Or do you feel inadequate because of your weight? Now, this might sound unusual coming from somebody who works as a dietitian in the nutrition industry, but actually, if you've answered yes to any of these questions, then perhaps it's time for a rethink. Now, we're living in a world that stigmatizes people for not fitting in with the ideal. So if you are classed as overweight, you may be subjected to fat shaming and health shaming and weight stigma, and that's not fair, and I want to change it. It is not the way it should be. Your weight, your shape, your size have no bearing on your worth as a person. If you feel like your current weight isn't stopping you from doing the things that you want to do, you're wrong actually. It's a perception of societal norms that stop you from doing these things, and I want to empower people to get past that. If you love swimming but can't bear to go swimming because you don't want to be seen in a swimsuit, that is not your weight that's stopping you, that is society that's stopping you. If you do go swimming, not only will you enjoy the swimming and get some exercise, it is a win-win situation. If that seems like an impossibility to you, what I would like to suggest is that instead of having a goal of losing weight, have a goal of going to seek out some therapy to help you feel body confident no matter what your shape and size. And it is not just people who have a high body weight that struggle with body confidence. Number 2, do I actually need to lose weight? Now, a need is very different from a want. So if you are just coming up to having some surgery, for example, and you need to lose weight for the surgery, that is a need. Other than that, there's very few reasons actually why you would need to lose weight. Any other medical or health reason is much more likely to be connected to eating well than actual weight loss itself. For example, if you have type 2 diabetes, although this condition is correlated with body mass index, actually changing your diet has more benefit than just weight loss alone. So if you have type 2 diabetes and you want to eat well, you concentrate on your carbohydrate portions and you concentrate on reducing refined carbohydrate in the form of sugar for things like whole grains. Eating well for high blood pressure means reducing your salt intake, so you might switch processed food for more home-cooked food, fruit, vegetables, whole grains, etc. The effect of eating well may have a side benefit of weight loss as well, but it's the eating better that has the biggest benefit. Number 3, what's happened when I've gone on a diet before? Did you enjoy the diet? Did you manage to get through without craving the foods that you weren't allowed? Did you lose weight? Did you stick to it until you reached your goal? Did you keep the weight off once you stopped? If you answered no to any of these questions, then it's time to stop and think about whether you want to put yourself through that again. Now, most people absolutely hate diets, and often as soon as they stop dieting, the weight goes back on, and sometimes more than they lost in the first place. Number 4, how will going on a diet benefit me? Do you feel like everything would be better if you were just at a different weight? Do you blame your weight for you not having a good job or the right partner? Honestly, it's hard to get out of this mindset, but you really, really should try. Not only is it probably not true, getting into the blame game is really not helpful. Or perhaps it's for your health. This is a really tricky one for me as a dietitian, and I constantly struggle with how to deliver health messages without making people feel bad about their weight. It is true that abdominal fat is linked to conditions like type 2 diabetes, and I really want to help people be healthy and prevent these diseases, but dieting rarely works. As a treatment, it has a ridiculously high fail rate and horrendous side effects. If it were a medication, it would never reach the stage where it would be allowed to be prescribed. If most people who took a pill also had the side effects of negatively affects social life, leads to constant hunger, leads to feelings of inadequacy and failure, leads to rapid weight gain on stopping, results in chronic dissatisfaction in food intake, Not one single person would want to take it, yet millions of people embark on diets every single day. Number 5, do you know what you're doing? Do you usually just buy the latest trending diet of the moment, or do you go and get professional help? Fad diets are complex and hard to follow, and although they may work in the short term, it's usually because foods are restricted in some way and this is not sustainable. So if not dieting, then what? Why not just start by making sure your body gets what it needs? Nutrients, pleasure, and satisfaction. Now, if you're not sure how to do this because you've been bombarded with contradictory health messages, then ideally find a dietitian. You can book a consultation with me. Here's the link to my website, so you can have a look at my availability calendar there. And I'll be able to give you personalised advice, because not every bit of information you find will be applicable to you, and I'll be able to support you with the things that you most need support with. Dietitians have a degree in human nutrition and dietetics, and so they're suitably qualified to help. If your budget won't stretch to seeing a dietitian, you can buy The Low-Fad Diet, again from this link here. This is a book that will help you understand the basics of eating well and show you how to get a balanced diet. Thanks ever so much for watching my video. It's been really good to have you here. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them in the box below. And also please like and subscribe to my channel. It would be great to have you back again.